focus on first? Like what's right in front of them on the road to start with, to be able to start hitting those revenue streams and start capturing them, and then they can grow from there? What are the most critical first ones?
Well, from altitude, and I know this is probably going to make creative people's eyes cross, but there's actually a formula for success. You know how everyone says there's no formula for success? There actually is. And it's S equals QR. Have you seen this formula?
No.
Okay, so S is success. Q is the ability for someone to execute on an idea, and R is the idea. And the point of the formula is you can have the best idea in the world, and if you don't execute on it, if you can't execute on it, you're not going to see success. Conversely, you can be someone who's super, super good at execution, at working really hard. And if your idea, or in our case, your song or your music isn't very good, it doesn't matter how hard you work. So the reality of the situation is, as access becomes easier to all kinds of art, the onus comes back to the creator on being not only creating really great music, you know, which you have to do, but on being someone who can then take that music and really execute on it. You know, really work hard. And the people that I see being successful in this industry are usually the ones whose overnight success is like 10 years in the making. Or as we tell songwriters, you know, if you want to be a good songwriter, write 10,000 songs, throw them out, and then start writing. You know, I think one of the problems that we're running into is everybody sees people being successful and they figure, well, this is pretty easy. And guess what? It really isn't. You know, it just isn't. And anyone can do this. And guess what? They really can't. And I'll give a slightly embarrassing story. Until this weekend, I had pretty much written off Post Malone as a complete bozo, right? Because, I mean, not only does he look like an idiot, let's face it, but all of his music so far is this middle-of-the-road pop kind of hip-hop auto-tuned garbage that, you know, you can sit there and listen to it and say, okay, well, I mean, anybody can do that because it's just auto-tune. And then he went and played the Grammys with an acoustic guitar and murdered it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I relearned a lesson that I've learned over and over again and I should have paid attention to, which is, dude's really talented. He's just identifying a niche where he works the best. But the secondary lesson to that is, dude's really talented. Like, he can pick up a guitar and kill it. He chose not to, while Ed Sheeran chose to go do an arena tour with a guitar and a looper pedal. You know, to do either of those things, you have to be really talented. If you're not really talented, you're not going to make it. You know, I don't care how much technology there is. There's always going to be somebody better